What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today I went on a little shopping trip to my fairly, not really, but sort of local massive shopping centre in Kent known as Bluewater. Hopefully people know where Bluewater is. If you're from more up north, maybe you don't know where that's from, but it's a massive shopping centre in Kent, and it's got a HMV there. It's my most local HMV. So today I went on a little excursion to Bluewater, to the HMVs, because I still had some birthday monies to get some good shit with. So yeah, we went there. What did I pick up? Let's find out at the end. Anyway, let's get going to the footage to Bluewater. So yes, hello, welcome to Bluewater. We are going to game first. Have a little look. Got a new Biomutant game coming out. Well, I think it's out. I really want to see that. It looks pretty decent. Nier Replicant is definitely a game I want to get up. It's a remake of the original Nier, which I thought was a very underrated RPG game. Really enjoyed that one, to be fair. The sequel was really good as well, actually, to be honest. Five Nights at Freddy's, eh? I swear this took forever to get a physical release, but it's just me. Not really a fan myself, but I quite like the lore of those games. That's a really underrated game. Children of Morta is a really underrated kind of Dark Souls, dungeon crawly kind of RPG game. Really fun. Contra Row Corps, not so much. Now, Sonic Forces, I think, is a very underrated Sonic game. I got it free on PlayStation Plus, and I thought it was generally really entertaining. A really fun Sonic game. So underrated, in my opinion. So, we went to game. What did we get from game? I think the only person that can tell us is Jamie Powell. Jamie, what did we get from game?
Fuck all!
That's right. Fuck all. But we still haven't been to HMV yet. Let's get going to the HMVs. Ah yes, the old HMV, his master's voice. We're going in to the HMVs. This is what we've come here for, of course. And at first, we're going to have a look at the arrow section. We move on to the premium collection. Tons of titles in this HMV in particular. The 101 films right here. Oh, they've got a copy of the new Spookies, which I do know is currently sold out online, so it's cool to see HMV having a copy. We've moved on to the anime section. I do like myself some anime, if I can be asked to pay the extortionate prices that they charge for anime these days. But yeah, they've got a bunch of Studio Ghibli stuff, which is always nice to see. Dragon Ball, gotta love some Dragon Ball, guys. It's like my boy my boy Godzilla, but also my younger boy is the Dragon Ball. Is Dragon Ball, you know. But they got tons. I do love HMV for their anime section, because they stock a lot of stuff in it, and it's really cool to see, because I don't think physical anime gets enough love in terms of getting the physical. I just think that the companies charge too much for their anime. Speaking of something weird, this is a video game, of course. This is Doom Annihilation, a film I've not seen, but I've heard by reputation how bad it is. But I still want to kind of check it out. We are on to the 4Ks. Blade, I do want to pick up Blade at some point. Big Fish is such a great movie, guys. I love Big Fish. Doctor Sleep, a sequel I've not seen yet. I really want to see it though, but I might just get the Blu-ray if I'm honest. I'm not really desperate for the 4K of that title. Speaking of a 4K that I'm not desperate for, but I will be picking up at some point, which is Evil Dead 2, one of the greatest sequels of all time, and I love it. There's my boy, Godzilla, King of the Monsters, alongside its older brother, Godzilla 2014. Again, I keep saying it's a 10 out of 10 monster movie. It's a perfect monster movie. Great pacing, everything. I do see something here, and that is Man of Steel 4K for $9.99 if you spend £20 or more. Pretty good deal. A pretty good deal, I think, because I still think Man of Steel is the best DC EU movie. You know, kill me in the comments, guys. New 300 Sydney edition there, and the regular version, of course. The new Super 8 4K release hasn't been out long. All the Star Wars goodness right there. So that is my trip to Blue Water. Yes, a bit boring. I went there for literally 2 shops. I went there for HMV, of course, and I went there for game. I've got a game that's more local to me, but I thought I'd have a look in there anyway. Yeah, but did I get anything from HMV? I did, son. Yes, I did. Now they had, you know, I'm in the 4K zone right now, where, you know, my TV is 4K after all this time. I'm an idiot, I know, it's ridiculous, but think about this. I had to go and check out 4Ks. Of course, as you saw in the video, looked at the good old 4Ks, looked at the good Arrow section, 88 films, you know, the anime section. Did I get anything from those sections? Well, I have my little pile here. Let's get into this one. Now, I was targeting the 2 for 30 deal, and I picked up one film that I wanted to get for my Godzilla collection on 4K, which is Godzilla 98 with the slip. It's important with the slip because I want to get all the 4Ks I pick up, I want with the slip cover. And even you can say what you will about this movie, I think it's not a very good representation of Godzilla whatsoever. The Roland Emmerich wanting to move as far away from Godzilla's Japanese roots as possible, hence why we've got this giant iguana that eats fish. Unfortunately, it's not Godzilla. But is it a, entertaining monster movie? Absolutely. I have a lot of fun with this movie. And I think it's not as bad as people crack it up to be that bad. I think it's fairly entertaining. And this actual promotional, cover art, it was the official poster for the movie. It's one of my favourite posters of all time, because I just think the scale of this looks awesome. It's a complete lie, because Godzilla's not this big in this movie, but I just think the actual poster, the actual cover art itself is awesome. And the Blu-rays that have come out before this, they didn't have this cover art for some fucking reason, so I was a bit upset about that. But now the 4K does have this, and I'm really happy about it, because it's like basically one of my favourite movie posters of all time, even though the film is what it is. But anyway, I got that 2 for $30, and I had to look for something else. I couldn't find many. I didn't have really much money to play with, so I was being really kind of a bit hesitant about picking up things that, things I want to make sure I'm going to watch multiple times in a row, things I know that I will watch again and again, not just get things on 4K for the sake of getting things on 4K. That's my mindset. I want to get films either where I basically want to get films that I know that I love and I know that I will rewatch, and also I want to get films that I love that are worth the upgrade to 4K. So basically, I went into HMV mainly to get the MonsterVerse movies, and so I got, this is not MonsterVerse, but I got this because I knew I wanted to pick this up if it was there. This was on the list. I wanted to get Kong Skull Island, and I wanted to get Godzilla King of the Monsters. I did have Kong Skull Island, but I didn't have the slipcover that I'm looking for, so I didn't get that in the end. I actually found it on eBay for a decent price, so I picked it up on eBay, so I've got to pick up the come in for that. And then they had what do you call it? Godzilla King of the Monsters. But it wasn't in the 2 for 30 deal. I went and asked, because I get a bit confused with HMV, because it says £20 each, 2 for 30 or £20 each, but the Godzilla King of the Monsters was 20 quid on its own. So I thought maybe it's part of the deal, just 20 quid, but no, it's not part of the deal. But when they were looking it up, they were going, no, it's not part of the deal. But you know what is? And I was like, what is part of the deal? What is it? They were like, well, the standard version is not part of the deal, but the steelbook was. The fucking steelbook, guys. The steelbook was part of the 2 for 30. I got the better deal out of that, I think, guys. The standard version is not part of the deal, but yet the steelbook is. Look how beautiful that cover art is. Now, you might know that I hate the cover art for the Godzilla King of the Monsters, but they've took this Godzilla artwork here and they've made it really nice with the colours and whatnot. So really happy about this. The staff really helped me out with this one. They actually just they said, oh yeah, the standard version is not on the deal, but when they were looking it up, they saw that this was, and I was like, can I have a copy of that please? I don't see it on the shelf. Can I get a copy? And they just pulled one out and they're like, there you go. But yes, so happy about getting this. I've heard it looks awesome, so I can't wait to check this out. I can't wait to check both of these out in 4K. I can't wait. It's going to be awesome. But yeah, there we go. The final pickup. I wasn't too sure whether to get this, but now I know from a few people in the Blue Tube community that this particular title has been sold out online for about the last few days. It officially sold out online, and I was a bit in an RM. Then my friend Leon from Leon Talks Films told me get it, because I passed it on to a few people whether I should get it or not, or if someone else wanted it more than I did, I'd pick it up for them. But no one wanted it. Leon already had it, but he said get it. In his opinion, it's the best Blu-ray of the year apparently released, because it's got 2 great documentaries on the second disc, and apparently it's really good. I watched the trailer. Wasn't really grabbed by the trailer, but I've been in that boat before where trailers don't grab me, but yeah, I ended up really liking the movie. So what did I pick up? I picked up the Black Label 101 Films release of Spookies. They only have one copy on the shelf. Obviously, you probably saw that in the footage. But yeah, I talked myself into getting it because it's sold out online. And yeah, it could be one of those releases that goes to stupid money. And if I don't like it, I at least at the minimum could get my money back. So I'm not too bothered too much about picking it up. I talked myself into it. It was there. It's actually quite a nice release. Leon from the Untitled Films, go and sub to him, by the way, great channel. He said it is the best Blu-ray of the year, so that kind of pushed me over the edge. And even though the trailer didn't grab me initially, I know for a fact that, you know, it does sort of look like my street. But I just didn't think the trailer really kind of sold the film very well. But you never know, this could be a hidden gem that I've just stumbled across because, you know, a good friend of mine recommended it. But yeah, they are the pickups from my Shopperoonoos at Bluewater in HMV. Didn't get anything in game, unfortunately. They had nothing of note. They had a few stuff in there, like you know from the footage that I showed you, but nothing that I wanted to necessarily pick up. And like I said, I only had a certain amount of money to really kind of splash out with, so I only had a little bit of money, and I think I came home with some good damn titles. So there you go. There you go, guys. Let me know if you've picked up any of these titles. I do still think Godzilla Killing the Monster Steelbook is the purchase of the day. The fact that the standard version was not available in the 2 for $30 is ridiculous, but I think I got the better end of that deal. Fuck me, awesome. Expect a unboxing of this in the future, very, very near future actually, because I want to get this unboxed on the channel because I think people will quite enjoy this. I know I will anyway. But yeah, I'm really happy about these pickups. Let me know if you've seen any of these. And as always, if you're new to this channel, maybe become a subscriber-oono and maybe subscribe, because we're almost at 400 subs. We're getting there, and we only can get there with your help, my friends. So maybe subscribe. Hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, because it's the best way to not have Godzilla come and destroy your town. As always, I have been Jason, and I have almost completed my Monsterverse 4K collection. Godzilla vs. Kong comes out next month. I've got it on pre-order, baby. Hell yeah. See you later.